up. 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. It is November 5th, 2014. We're almost through the first week of November. How hard is that to believe, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
63 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside of the WOCA commissary, which is the more affectionate name.
Yep.
To the more common and mundane name of the food court.
Exactly.
All right, we got a good show. Good morning, Robin. How are you?
Good. I'm good, Larry. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. It's after the election, so a lot of our chat this morning will be about yesterday's results, and we will open up the phone line so that everybody can chime in on those things. But I do have some things that are just as important. For example, comparing the prices at Walmart, in the grocery section, that is, to the prices at Aldi.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Found an interesting story. Plus, don't forget, there was the first time ever that the nation has had a soda tax passed out in California, so we'll talk about that as well. Yeah, a couple of other things I wanted to mention this morning. So kind of 7:35 is a mixed bag of things. News Bites this morning at 8:35. That's where we take the news and we simply read it. Mm-hmm. It's not a difficult thing to fathom.
No.
What am I trying to say?
It's not
a difficult concept. That's what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, News Bites is where we abbreviate the news, shorten it, and give you a chance to catch up on the news in a short period of time. Dr. Warren Sheppel is coming on at 9:05. He is a counseling psychologist, a pioneer in the employee assistance programs industry, which has nothing, I think, to do with his book. His book is called A Woman's Pleasure. It's a work of erotic fiction that explores the emotional layers of physical relationships.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Where's the book?
It's right here. We have two of them.
Now, this is one of those books where you can pretty much be guaranteed. You can open it up to any page, and you can find something that you don't want your children to read. Mm-hmm. Any page. Not to say that it's bad, just that it's definitely not something, or your mother. You don't want your mother to read it, or your children to read it. This is something you open it up, any page. A lot of these books are this way.
Yeah.
It's like there's not much time for a storyline to develop. Mm-mm. You know, velvety skin happens a lot in these books.
I bet it does.
Velvety. I looked at the book. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know people don't think I do, but I do. I do read the books.
And that's why he wrote it under a pen name. So practice.
Let me just show you.
He's a psychologist.
Let me just write something that'll make money.
Yeah.
And he might. You never know. Career Source at 9:35. Laura Burns is going to tell us where we can get a new job. She is the communications manager at Career Source in Citrus, Levy, and Marion County. She represents some organizations that have some pretty amazing jobs. Not only are the wages often better than what I expected when we first started doing that segment, but the perks. I don't know. Perks is not a good word. What
benefits.
Benefits. Thank you. That's a better word. Benefits like health insurance, teeth.
Yeah.
Dental care, eyeglasses.
Yeah.
It's all part of the package.
That's retirement plan.
Vacations. Vacations.
Yeah, with pay.
Days off.
Nice. Personal
It's all
time.
part of the
Sick
programs that Laura represents, or that are represented when Laura is here, I should say.
Yeah, good stuff.
Over at Career Source. So if you're looking for a new job, and who isn't, then be sure to tune in and pay attention, because you can take some notes and figure out what you want to do. Mm-hmm. Matt Wilkerson at 10:05. He's the owner of Verizon Wireless Premium, and he sells cell phones, and he gives us information about that. He'll be in here this morning, or on the phone, not sure.
Yep.
John Fuller is an attorney here in Ocala. He's with the law firm of Fuller & Fuller. His program is called Legally Yours. This past Monday, we had, was it Monday we had Denise in?
Yes.
Denise Diamond Lynn, who lost yesterday. She wanted to be a judge in District 5. I always forget what they are. Remember, she wanted to be a judge.
District 5.
She was running for judge, and she did not win, but definitely knows her stuff, and it was fun talking to her. And running for judge gave me so many more questions that we didn't have time to ask, because the rules are 10 minutes is what you get when you're running for office.
Yep.
Unless you pay for more.
Yeah.
Reverend Mitch Hescox is coming on at 11:05. Reverend Hescox. is the president and CEO of the Evangelical Environmental Network. He led the 300-mile Creation Care Walk from West Virginia to Washington, D.C., and the 80-mile Gulf Coast Prayer Walk during the Deepwater Horizon oil spill. He likes to walk and pray, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
He's going to talk about the evangelical and other pro-life Christians across Florida raising their voices, calling for solutions on climate change and a better future.
Mm-hmm. And a better future.
Better future.
Yeah, how can you do that?
63 degrees right now, by the way. Just low, thought I'd let you know the temperature.
And the sun's out. Clouds are pretty.
Got another ant just went to ant heaven.
Yeah, I know.
There's another one.
Couple.
Just
there
went to ant heaven.
I had a couple.
On Fun with Joe today, the topic today, I've been trying to keep it, with food for a while because of Thanksgiving coming up. So I have, this is a cool one. Name the food that is named after a place somewhere in America.
Oh, okay.
Like they always say New York pizza.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Or Key West, Key Lime.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So, and I don't know the Key Lime was named after Key West. It might have been. The word key might have come from that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so places in America that have had their name associated with a certain food. I'll describe the food, and your job will be to tell me the food. And of course, when you describe the food, when you name the food, rather, the name of the city and or state will be automatically part of it. Mm-hmm. And then when Gail and Newnold is on with us from Life South, this is an interesting topic too. People who have become household names famous, whether now or in the past, for odd reasons.
Oh.
A lot of times people become famous because they run for office, because they're in the movies or in the show business of some sort, right?
Yeah.
These people became famous for weird reasons.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people are becoming famous. There was a kid in the news, I think it was just yesterday, or maybe it was 2 days ago, it was on ABC. And somebody he works at Target. And I guess he's a handsome young man, looks like a teenager. So somebody, and I think his name is Alex, as a matter of fact, same name as my son. So Alex at Target was the hashtag, right? Mm-hmm. Well, all the girls who thought he was cute started sharing his picture.
Oh.
And suddenly Alex at Target is famous. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
He's a good-looking young man, but can you imagine? I mean, somebody just took his picture without him realizing it and posted it and said, "Hey, check out this cutie at Target."
Wow.
And all the young girls started sharing his picture, and now Alex at Target is famous.
Wow. He's going to be a rock star.
He's a rock star already.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long to get famous these days. That lady who walked around Manhattan getting all the guys, she walked for 10 hours. And then in her video, you hear 2 minutes worth of guys saying, "Hey, baby." So she was trying to make a point that guys are just outright rude, which we are. But we always knew this, you see. But anyway, I thought it was interesting. It took 10 hours to get 2 minutes worth of that stuff, which means that for, 9 hours and 58 minutes, the guys were pretty much behaving.
Exactly.
She got 2 minutes of weirdos.
Exactly.
Or just guys who just wanted to say, hey, baby.
Right.
Why don't you come over here and have lunch with me?
Oh, that's funny.
All right. So last night, I have my phone subscribed to a couple of different news agencies. And when I get a text message, it gives me a chime sound that goes ching, which does something weird.
Okay.
And I hardly ever get text messages. I hardly ever get messages. So I set the phone on the side of the bed as I normally do before I go to bed.
Okay.
On the end table, whatever you call that thing, the table, and I went to sleep. Mm-hmm. And I was constantly awakened by that chiming sound.
Oh my.
Every time there was another news item regarding the results of the election. Uh-huh. And every single time I rolled over, looked at it with my blurry eyes, and I saw, okay, Scott won. Wow, look at that, Scott won. Okay, I went back to sleep. Oh, look at that, Angie Boynton, she won. Oh, good.
Oh,
go back to sleep. Oh, look at this, the marijuana. Uh-huh. No, didn't win. Didn't get it.
That's too bad.
So I had a whole load of messages during the night from the different news agencies that I subscribe to on my phone.
You didn't get to sleep much then.
No, I slept pretty good. I just had to get up and look at that stupid stuff. But anyway, so I was really prepared this morning to do my news. I didn't have to look much up. I kind of knew in advance everything that I was going to find. I didn't have the numbers, of course. I had to look them up. And that's kind of what we'll do when we come back. We'll talk about the numbers. We'll talk about the significance of yesterday's votes. We'll talk about the one we didn't talk a whole lot about. But you know what I wanted to know from you, the listeners? I guess I'll do it after the break, but I kind of want to know if you felt it served a purpose for us to talk about the different things, the different candidates, if it served you in any way. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying did Robin and I serve you, because I think together we were serving each other. I think you taught us a lot, and hopefully by our interviews we were able to shed some information with you, shed some light on the information so that you could make a better decision. Anyway, we'll talk about all of that when we come back, including the differences between the prices of groceries at Aldi and Walmart.
Nice.
We'll be right back.
This is a Fox News election alert. I'm Steve Rappaport. Another Republican revolution.
They're hungry for new leadership. They want a reason to be hopeful. Above all, they want some reassurance that people who run the government are actually on their side.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell and the GOP reclaim the majority.
One of the things the Republicans have done that they have really gotten a lot of credit for is staying on message in this election. And one of the early Republican strategies was making this all about President Obama.
Fox's Leland Vittert last night wasn't a total loss for the left.
I promise you, I will work with anyone in the Senate, Democrat, Republican, Independent, to get things done.
Incumbent Jeanne Shaheen of New Hampshire defeating Republican Scott Brown. Races in Alaska and Virginia are too close to call, and a contest in Louisiana is heading for a runoff. This is a Fox News election alert.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation.
Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Baer.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The number one place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives and our kids' lives better? Nothing. At Fox Business, we don't have a problem with success. We have a very big problem with those who get in the way of it. We don't come out of the box bashing those who make money, just the politicians stealing it and the bureaucracies wasting it. We're not just sitting behind a desk. We're out in the field, on the floor, with the folks. Because when a story moves forward, so do we.
Fox Business, the power to prosper. Check your local listings.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
News Talk 1370. WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults. So use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370 WOCA.
Hey, I'm Gary.
And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need
too.
my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
1370 WOCA.
We are The Source, WOCA.
All right, thank you for tuning in. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock here at The Source. It is currently 64 degrees. So, and by the way, cooler temperatures. Let's see, today, possibility of rain as well as tomorrow. There was some rain this morning, by the way. I don't know if you've experienced it, Robin. I heard it outside my home as I was preparing the news this morning, but it was short-lived. Anyway, so today and tomorrow, some rain, and then cooler temperatures moving in Friday, with Friday night's lows back in the 40s.
Oh, okay.
And Monday night's lows in the upper 30s, according to this. Wow.
Oh.
Wow, so we got some cool temperatures. In fact, cool temperatures sticking around all the way through next Wednesday once they begin on Friday.
Okay.
All right, so I guess we're getting closer to the cooler temperatures, which I'm not complaining about. My dog is having a hard time with
Aww.
But anyway, I have something, before we do anything else, I have something for all of you nerds, all of you radio nerds.
Okay.
Something you will love if you have a computer and you can get onto the internet. My dad used to work in New York City in the police department up there. And 10 years into his career, he was hit by a car and outside Yankee Stadium. And so in his 20-year career, the first 10, he was a street officer. And for the last 10, he worked indoors. He worked in police headquarters. And he worked for dispatch. He was one of the guys who would take the calls from, the panicking person. I think 911 didn't even exist until later on in his career. But anyway, so they would call the police, and he would then, dispatch what he would call a radio car. So my dad was on the radio too, a lot.
Yeah, nice.
But there, and it was that very thought that made me wonder: are there any archives? Can I find the archives of the dispatches that my dad might have done? Of course, you wouldn't announce yourself when you're dispatching. You don't announce. Your mom did dispatch too, didn't she?
Yeah, she was dispatcher Ocala Police Department.
For Ocala,
so
I don't know if there are archives for the Ocala Police Department, and I don't really know the answer to the question: can I find some with my dad on them? I don't have that information. Although I began the search, and when I began the search, I said, wow, some of our listeners would love this. You can find archived dispatch emergency broadcasts, whether it's from police, sheriffs, fire departments all over the country, including Marion County, by the way. And you can find them on a website called Broadcastify. Broadcastify, I guess is how you say it. Like broadcast and then IFY.
Okay.
Okay. And I know, and this is an archive. I'm going to play one, just a little one, just to give you an idea of what you can hear. You probably already can guess it, but anyway, so this is what you could hear in the archive. This is the the airplane that crashed in San Francisco a few years ago. I don't remember exactly when this was. I just got one at random, so here it is.
Engine 15, Engine 42, Truck 15, Truck 17, Division 3, Battalion 9, Battalion 10, Rescue 2, Medic 55, Medic 86, RC 3.
So anyway, I thought I would share that with you. I thought that would be, the ultimate nerd thing to know is how to find out some of those.
Receiving alert 3 at SFO.
Hold on.
Companies due Engine 44, Engine 15, Engine 42, Truck 15, Truck 17, Division 3, Battalion 9, Battalion 10, Rescue 2, Medic 55, Medic 86, RC 3. Respond Control A3, your tech is A9. This is for a plane crash.
For a plane crash. I had to wait for the very end so you could hear that part. And then the guys who are out in the vehicles respond back to her in just a second. You'll hear that. Anyway, I just thought this is the ultimate website for the nerd.
Show Truck 15 responding.
There you go, Truck 15 responding.
Truck 15 around, copy.
So anyway, so this broadcastify.com. You can listen to some of the archived dispatch broadcasts. Did they call them broadcast? Whatever. Dispatch radio whatever they did.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you call them. And anyway, I just thought I would share. You got airplane, rail, emergency medical services, police, and fire.
Nice.
All on this one site. I printed up the home page so that I could read that to you.
Very interesting stuff.
Just cool, nerdy stuff. I thought I would share it with you.
Yeah, interesting.
If you have one of those scanners and you like to listen to that stuff as it's happening right now, and you are interested in maybe going back to the World Trade Center dispatch or some of the other the Boston bombing dispatches on there, I found it. Some of the well-known ones are right there on the front page, but you can dig deeper. You can go to Marion County, Florida, and look at some of the archives from here.
Wow!
I don't know how far back they go. That's what I don't know. So that'll be part of my nerdy thing to do in the coming days. Who knows? Who knows what I'll find?
Yeah.
And then if I find something that I think has my dad on it, I'll share it with you and with my family.
Nice.
All right. The Empire State Building was lit red yesterday because of the Republican win.
Oh, okay.
And I want to tell you something about the red and the blue. Do you know why we use red and blue for Republicans and Democrats?
No.
I never did either.
I don't know.
It goes back to 1976. However, there's a little asterisk here that I'm doing verbally. The asterisk is it was different back then. In fact, it was the exact opposite.
Oh.
In 1976, NBC debuted their first election map on the air with bulbs that turned red for Carter in the states that won the Carter electoral vote for Democrat, and blue for Ford, the Republican.
Oh, okay.
Well, now we use red for Republican and blue for Democrat. Okay, the original color scheme was based on Great Britain's political system, which used red to denote the more liberal party.
Oh, okay.
So that changed around 2000 when the New York Times and USA Today published their first full-color election maps. The New York Times used red for Republicans because red begins with R.
Oh, how clever.
Simple as that.
How clever.
Republican and red begin with R. That, according to Archie C. TSE is his name. Archie was the senior graphics editor at the time, and he said, we just picked R red because Republican starts with R. The election, which didn't end until mid-December, firmly established Democrats as the blue party and Republicans as red and blue because December was a cold month.
Oh.
So red for So that's where we get the R and the red and the blue for the R and the D.
Oh, okay.
I always wondered that. I mean, red R, I kind of figured that out, but why blue D?
Yeah, exactly.
Something else. Anyways, just thought I'd share that with you. So Republicans scored historical political victories yesterday, seizing the U.S. Senate, expanding their majority in the House, and winning several key governor races, including one here in Florida. Our governor won by a very, very small margin, Governor Scott.
Gosh.
Governor Rick Scott gets to keep his job. He defeated Charlie Crist with 71,476 votes. That's not many.
No.
It only put him at 48% over Crist's 47%. Wow. That's pretty close. 4% of the votes went for Adrian Wiley, and the other two guys, Glenn Burkett and Fareed Kavari, combined were 1%. The two of them together got 61,264 votes. That's the two of them together.
Wow.
Scott just got 71,476 more than Christ. So that was the big news there. Before midnight, when many had expected to see recounts of very close races, CNN officially projected that Republicans would retake control of the Senate at 10:32 last night on the East Coast. With their projection that Tom Tillis would defeat Democratic incumbent Kay Hagan of North Carolina. With 98% of North Carolina's vote polled, Tillis enjoyed a 50,000 vote advantage, and that projection gave the Republicans seats they needed to turn the Empire State Building red.
Wow.
In recognition of the Republican triumph.
Wow.
Pretty interesting stuff.
Very interesting.
The local races here that I think you all were probably paying attention to, well, guys, there was a number of them. But I think the Bobby James, Jane Morley race was paid. It was already a close, what do I want to say here? Closely paid attention to, a race that was paid attention to closely before, but once Bobby James put out the website, HinduJane.com, it got a lot of attention. And I think it helped Jane somewhat. But ultimately, it did not get Bobby out of his seat. Bobby James continues to be with the Marion County School Board. And Angie Boynton, you got to love her. She won. I was so happy to see the photo in the Star Banner of her celebrating. Just a nice lady, Angie. So anyway, so that's so far. We have to take a little break, and we'll continue this chat, and plus the Aldi versus Walmart prices. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunny to partly cloudy today and pleasant this afternoon, high 80 to 84. Partly cloudy tonight, lows ranging from the upper 50s in some interior locations to 66 along the coast. Tomorrow, partly sunny and warm. There may be a morning shower in spots along the coast, the high 80 to 84. On Friday, partly sunny and becoming less humid with highs in the 70s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Your weekends are getting a little retool. Swear to God, not making a joke.
Check this out.
New shows? Check. Some new talent? Check. Let's welcome the guys.
Let's get it going.
Arnie Spanier.
Unbelievable.
TJ Reeves.
This is what you get.
Your weekends are on fire because that's how exotic it is.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
You're listening to WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. I hope you're doing well. Hope you went out and voted yesterday if you were able to, and or you voted during the early voting, or perhaps as Robin does with the absentee voting. And I went yesterday, and my first question to the guy at the door was, how's business? And he said, pretty good. And it was pretty good. Overall, the numbers were, let's see, in Marion County anyway, 56.23%.
Excellent.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, if you got a 56 on the test, you would be considered failing. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to election turnout, especially on a non-presidential year, it was pretty good. 56.23%. It was disappointingly low during the primaries, but the primaries typically are low, and not that they should be.
No, they shouldn't. They should be up there, too.
121,473 of us cast a ballot during this election period. And that is a little more than half, which, of course, is 56.23% of us. Mm-hmm. So that's not bad. All right, before we get into the election stuff, I have the more important subject, which is the prices of Aldi's versus Walmart.
Nice.
Not that I'm trying to play favorites with them, but there was this report that I read. And basically, if you went shopping at Aldi's, you would save money. Mm-hmm. That's the way it looks. A $42.09 for the same exact items bought at Walmart when using the Walmart brand.
Oh, okay.
Like if you were getting what is this called? Nice or something?
No, that's Walgreens.
That's Walgreens.
Is nice. Walmart. I can't remember what
Happy
it
or something.
It's something.
But when you buy the Walmart brand versus when you buy the Aldi's brand, the $42.09 that you spent at Walmart, if you got the exact same grocery list at Aldi's, would be $24.76.
Really?
Big deal, huh? Big difference.
Huge.
A 30-ounce jar of mayonnaise, Walmart brand, $3.98. Mm-hmm. 30-ounce jar of mayonnaise, Aldi's brand, $1.99.
Well, that's a no-brainer there. I can't beat that.
Let's see. 17-ounce sandwich cookies, $3.50 at Walmart, at the Walmart brand, not the Oreos or the whatever, Cookie Deluxe or something.
Yeah, keep
$1.49 at Aldi's. $1.49 versus $3.50. Mm-hmm. Now you have to like them.
You got a taste test.
Vanilla wafers, $3.28 at Walmart, $1.49 at Aldi's. Mm-hmm. Graham crackers, $2.98 at Walmart, $1.39 at Aldi's. I'm not trying to do an ad for them, but I found this interesting because if you're trying to save money, Aldi's hands down wins. A 32-ounce jar of grape jelly, $2.92 at Walmart, $1.59 at Aldi's. Mm-hmm. Not bad, huh?
No.
A pound of turkey. I guess that would be packaged turkey, right, for sandwiches. $3.48 at Walmart, $3.29 at Aldi's. Tiny difference.
Okay.
Mustard, 91 cents at Walmart, 69 cents at Aldi's.
Okay. That adds up.
Yeah.
It all adds up.
Just thought I'd tell you that. I found it interesting that somebody would print this report.
We'll have to do the taste test.
Well, that's it, too. I mean, if you have, I'll never forget the time when I thought I would try to save money by getting an off-brand, thrifty brand, I think it was called, of macaroni and cheese. Uh-huh. When Alex was little.
Yeah.
He didn't see the box. It wasn't psychological. He knew from the taste it was not Kraft.
My kids, too. I never fudged with Kraft.
Sometimes you just got to get the brand name.
Yeah.
All right, so back to the elections. First of all, there was a vote yesterday out in California, in Berkeley, California. Citizens decided to pass a law that would tax sodas.
Wow.
More than 3/4 of the votes that were cast in favor of Measure D, according to the Alameda County Registrar of Voters, voted for the tax on sodas. The measure will place a 1 cent an ounce tax on soft drinks.
Gosh, 1 cent per ounce.
1 cent per ounce.
16 ounces, that's 16
cents extra to pay for a 16-ounce soda.
Wow, if it's a 2-liter bottle, that's 64 cents extra? Wow.
In San Francisco, city voters rejected a similar measure to tax sugary drinks. The measure needed 2/3 of the vote to approve a 2-cent tax. A 2-cent tax.
Gosh.
Wow, yeah, that does add up, doesn't it? A penny an ounce.
Yeah.
In Berkeley.
Government control.
So what do you think is going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the stores that sell sodas will suddenly see people not buying sodas? Probably.
Yeah, right.
And do you think that will be like a good thing? Like, wow, look what we did. We stopped the people from drinking sugary drinks.
No.
Didn't we? Wow, it's a big win. Our city, Berkeley, California, no longer drinks sodas.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so. What they're doing is they're going to the next town over.
Exactly.
They're getting all their sodas over there.
That's right.
And they're bringing them back to Berkeley.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened here when Marion County was a dry county on Sundays. We'd always drive up to Alachua County and, get the beer and whatever else it was and bring it back and then party.
Right. So,
I mean,
So the intent, right? That's exactly the point. So the intent of those who are smarter than us,
Mm-hmm.
the attempt of them, to say, look what I've done. I've made my people healthier.
Yeah.
Is absolutely false because, like you say, people are going to do what they want to do.
That's right. They don't want the government telling them.
You don't
about
want the
their
government
lifestyle.
telling them what they want. That's right.
That's right.
What was the thing Ben Carson said? People are finally realizing that this is a country where the people tell the government what to do, not the
Yes.
other way around.
Good for Ben.
Okay, so I talked about Scott and Chris. I talked about Bobby James and Angie Boynton. Denise Diamond Lynn, I'm sorry. She lost to Mary Hatcher. That was for the judge position that both ladies wanted. Mary Hatcher gets it. She will sit in the seat in Circuit Court 5, seat 3.
Bet it was close, though.
It was close.
No?
No, not really. Mary got 59.1% and Denise got 40.9%.
Oh, okay.
I just really was taken by Denise. I thought she was wonderful.
Yeah, she's very, very nice.
And I'm not ashamed to tell you I voted for her. But anyway, so Mary is the winner there. And Denise can run another day, another year.
Yeah.
Another closely watched vote was Amendment 2. This was the marijuana vote. It got the majority of the votes. It got 58% of the votes. But on this particular one, in fact, all the amendments, you had to have 60% or more in order for it to pass.
Mm-hmm.
It did not, so we can stop arguing on that one because it's now history. Although it'll show up again. You just wait. It'll show up.
I hope one of the people that are elected bring it to the table as a bill now and bring it as, to try to make it a law. So
Ted Yoho keeps his job. So does Corinne Brown. Alan Grayson keeps his job. Rich Nugent keeps his job. Daniel Webster keeps his job.
Mm-hmm.
All of those congressmen keep their jobs.
Oh, all the incumbents.
All the incumbents, yeah.
Wow.
Pam Bondi is a pretty lady, too, by the way.
Yeah, she's a nice gal.
I don't know if she's nice, but she's pretty. I've never spoken to her. I don't think. Have we spoken to her? I think maybe we did one time.
Yeah, we spoke to her. Yeah, she seemed
on the
nice.
phone, yeah. But anyway, Attorney General Pam Bondi keeps her job. She got 55.2% of the vote. She defeated George Sheldon, but still not a bad showing for Sheldon.
Mm-hmm.
Libertarian Bill Walsifer was on that ticket also. Not that ticket, but that on the ballot up against her. Adam Putnam keeps his job, which he got 58% of the vote. Again, Thad Hamilton, not a bad number for him, but still, Adam, I like Adam, and not ashamed to tell you I voted for him. It's one of the few winners I voted for, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
One of the few.
I didn't vote for
One of the few.
a lot of winners.
The other, the local one that we didn't talk a whole lot about was the school board millage referendum. It was passed it was the third time that it was put before the voters. This time it passed with 53.94% of the voters here in our area in Marion County, which means if our elected officials are telling us the accurate numbers, it'll mean $14 million a year added to the schools so that we can hire more teachers, reduce the size of classrooms, restore the art, music, and physical education programs.
Oh, thank God.
Well, let's hope they do it. That's the thing I say. You got more money. Everybody's now said, okay, well, 53%, well, the majority rules. So now you have to pay a small amount more on your property insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're for that or against it, it is the way it is. And now let's just hope that money is used the way it's supposed to be used.
Yeah.
That is always the problem. I don't believe for 1 second that we didn't have the money before to do those things, but they tell us we didn't.
Yeah.
And so how do I know? I sit behind a microphone, okay, but I don't believe it, but I'll take their word for it, give them the benefit of the doubt since they're the ones with the papers and the numbers. So they said we need $14 million. Now they're going to get it. Now let's make sure they don't come back next year saying, oh, that wasn't quite enough.
Yeah.
We got to do more.
Yeah.
Well,
Bad
you got to figure
management.
something else out. You were lucky to get that. The one thing I want to ask before I know we only have a minute left, but what do you think, Robin, when we try on a radio show to set aside our efforts to be entertaining and instead decide to try to bring up topics that will actually inform and educate and maybe persuade somebody to vote one way or the other, do you think it actually makes a difference?
I do, because all sides seem to be heard.
I mean, I changed my opinion when I listen to intelligent arguments, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's the way you should be. You should be listening to intelligent arguments. The marijuana one is a good one, where I went back and forth on that one. But the fact that it was an amendment was the big thing I was against.
Yeah.
And thank you to Jim Penna for that. And so I'm not trying to say that you and I are the ones who,
No.
spread wisdom in any way. We just turn on the microphone and answer the phones. And our listeners, I think combination of us and our listeners and our guests.
And what we've read.
I think we all, and what we're reading, all combine to help us understand better what are the consequences of any vote we might make. So just wondered what you thought of it. I hate to think that I'm wasting my time. I think that's what it is for me.
Yeah.
I hate to think that I'm just wasting my time. All right, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back. Got a fun topic when Galen is on with us in just a little bit from Life South. Weird reasons that some people became famous. We'll be right back with that. This is The Source, WOCA.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Carol McHugh. A change is coming as the GOP regains the Senate majority for the first time in 8 years.
Republican Joni Ernst defeated Bruce Braley in Iowa.
Well, Iowa, we did it!
Republicans also took Colorado, Arkansas, Montana, and South Dakota. Louisiana is heading to a runoff. Georgia is not. It's still too close to call in Alaska.
Fox News Radio's Rachel Sutherland. Republicans also took seats in North Carolina and West Virginia. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell's easily reelected in Kentucky and stands poised to move up the ladder.
McConnell poised to ascend the Senate Majority Leader next year. Republicans flipping 7 Senate seats, a tally that could grow to 8.
Fox News Radio's Jared Halpern. And a political dynasty lives on in Texas.
This is the future of our state. It's a conservative future, and it is here now.
George P. Bush, grandson of Presidents Bush 41 and nephew of 43, wins the race for land commissioner. Fox News. We report. You decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist.